your TV sounds funny in the evening, you're watching live from Studio 6B on Real America's Voice.
This is live from Studio 6B on Real America's Voice on a Thursday. Man, the week's going fast. July 10th, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. Real America's Voice on your television across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio, Suffolk County and Long Island on your radio. Glad you're in, everybody. Busy Thursday night. Lots to talk about, things that are actually affecting your life. Lots to get to there. Slick Rick's here. He's going to do some sports, looking sparkly in that blue. Slickster, how are you?
I'm doing good, Big D.
Very good, very good. How was your day?
It was a great day. I just came back from another GOP, local elected official that's running for office, and I'm very excited about that. Doug Smith says hello.
I was just going to say, how's our boy Doug Smith?
He's taking over he's the committee chair now for his town, for the Islip. It's fantastic.
Doug Smith, and of course...
Doug's got to get back on the show, he says.
Our guy, Jesse Garcia,
yep,
of course,
Jesse's
our main guy, Jesse Garcia.
Yep.
Who's been on this show for as long as me and Vin were doing it. Jesse was on this show probably back in 15, 16.
Oh, yeah. Here in the studio.
In the studio.
Yeah,
yep.
would sit here with us.
On the opposite side of the studio, he'd sit with us.
Yeah.
He and his whole team, of course, got reelected.
Of course.
To lead in Suffolk County. He's the main guy. So Jesse's our guy.
Yep.
Doug's our guy.
Yep.
And I like Jody Giglio, too.
Oh, Jody's great.
She's got it going on.
She's taking care of the East End.
So we got all of our Long Island people. Slick's always with them. So Slick will do some sports. Rick Delgado's here. Mr. Delgado, how are you?
I am very good. It's a Thursday night shirt night. So, of course,
yeah,
I wore my Thursday night shirt for the occasion.
You do.
Because you can't have Thursday night What?
People have been emailing me that maybe you need to find a different Thursday night outfit.
No, I like this one.
I like it too. I'm just don't shoot the messenger.
No.
And it feels nice.
I'll smell you later.
Yeah. Are you and that doll in a serious relationship? I'm starting to wonder. His comfort doll.
Well, it's the only doll, that I've ever been.
The only doll that would stick with you.
So you know what?
Exactly.
I'm going to exploit it.
Okay, very good.
I'll use it to show me where I hurt myself.
What, would you ride your bike or something? Fall off your bike or something?
Show me on my own self where I hurt
Have you been
myself.
riding your bike? You don't talk about it nearly as much as you used to. You've given up?
No, it's just I had a couple setbacks.
Oh.
Couple
What kind?
setbacks. One was an infected toe.
Yeah, we know about that.
That was pretty damn painful. That took me out for 2 weeks. And then I had a sciatic issue that I think I've worked through. So I'm going to be hitting it hard starting this week.
Well, haven't you been seeing our source?
Yeah, but I had to go a different route.
Why?
Because our source wasn't able to get to the root of the problem.
I don't believe that. He's never not been able to get to the root of the problem.
Well, this one was an issue we were having.
Really?
Having a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
You want me to talk to him?
No, you don't have to tune him up. He knows. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, very good. Vinny Max here. Vinny, how are you?
I had a very long conversation with Delgado's doll before he got to the studio. And there's some issues that we're going to have to talk about, some real issues. I'm doing great. I was here earlier doing David Zier's show, which was kind of fun. You know, he and I are both musicians, as you know. I'm a very accomplished musician, which I'm sure you're well aware of. Damon's complimented me many times on my artistic ability with the piano and the guitar.
Yes.
And David is also quite a chef, and having hosted 2 food shows.
Well, that we know is true.
Yes.
That we know is true. You think playing My Sharona is easy? Okay, it's really, really challenging.
Vinny has the knack on that one.
What's the other one song that you like to bang out when you're at the warehouse?
Weekend in New England.
Imagine by John Lennon. I'll pull that one out.
No, it's not that one. What's the other one you always play?
I play Easy by the Commodores. Which is very complicated. You need both hands and toes actually to play that. It's about 12 keys at a time. It's very complicated.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. I know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain.
Here's Vinny. If you want to hear Easy, just get to the warehouse at about 7 o'clock on any given Friday.
Yeah, you know what happens? I start playing the piano when Damon walks by and just gives me, what the hell are you doing? That's not the piano.
That's called the stink eye.
Yeah, get the stink eye.
And very appropriate, by the way. for those moments. So
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So good day. Hung out with Slick too a little bit. He was here a little earlier.
Conversation.
We were comparing our blue outfits.
Yep.
Yeah, it was nice.
Bill Moore on YouTube says, poor Delgado, Damon has 2 nights of abuse stored up. That's not true. That is not true. That's a vicious lie by Bill.
That's going right there.
Yeah,
Vicious lie.
Damon was only off one night.
Now, yeah,
What you
exactly.
talking
So that's first of all. It was only one night. And thank you all for all the beautiful messages
Yeah.
that you sent, emails or whatever, to my 20th wedding anniversary that I
Beautiful.
celebrated.
That I reminded people of.
I think we were sending the
thank you.
messages to Fran in the control room. That's why I think we were sending them. But
Yeah, there was a lot of other messages we got too. But,
About
whatever.
what?
Oh, nothing.
Let's not start.
No. Was the chef's name Epstein? I went just a question at the restaurant because everywhere I go, I get Epstein. I don't know what it is.
I left. Well, let's just not even. Let's just not even
Just
get into
say it.
Let's just not even get into it.
Wow, no.
No, let's not get into it. I heard you guys did a fine job last
Story's
night.
over.
As always, people like the show more when I'm not on it, which I'm thinking about taking you up on that offer. So
Yeah. You could sit behind there with a big fat cigar and tell us all what to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine by me. So
No, get out of here.
we'll see.
They'd miss you.
We'll see.
They'd miss the abuse.
Never. A leader.
Well, let's start with some other things because
Yes.
there's a lot of things going on. And some of the things we've talked about, some of these decisions we're seeing from the Supreme Court, I was saying to Aaron and Fran, we got to get a better way to catalog some of our shows and the things we talk about because there's so many things that we have nailed well before they've happened, and then we can't go back and actually find the clips of when we actually said it. Like when the birthright citizenship came down from like probably the end of June, beginning of July. What a good victory it was for Trump. But what did we say? The next thing, here's what we have to watch out for. We have to watch out for the use of now these classes, that they're going to start putting classes of people together to try to get around these injunctions. And I mean, it wasn't a unique thought to us, by the way, because Justice Alito warned about it in his opinion, that this is what we needed to watch out for. So we just kind of I picked up on it and reiterated that this could be an issue, and that's exactly what's happened. And now it's starting to get on steroids. Because we saw one, I think, back on July 2nd that we talked about on the show. And now here come more. And I just feel like we're at the point, I think I tweeted this out at some point today, if the Republicans in Congress don't decide that they want to actually take this head on through reconciliation, the brakes are going to continue to get thrown on to this administration in many ways as they continue. They went from injunction. Now they're going to go to these class, this definition of classes to use rule, whatever it is, 4323. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. I mean, I don't know what the Republicans need to happen to decide that they're going to get in the face of this stuff. Because the left and the weaponization of the courts is not being they're not slowing down. They're not being stopped. And it's just a matter of, does Congress actually want to play hardball, or do they want to just pussyfoot around it on the outside and kind of take little victories where they can, but not actually address the problem?
Yeah, I think you've got that right. I mean, Congress has been a cosmetic. You know, like a cosmetic that you would use just to cover a blemish or something. They never really go deep to the problem.
Right.
They get right in on a topical side. But when you're dealing with a crazy person, for instance, and we say this a lot about some of these dictators like Putin and others, how do you get their attention? Like we did in Iran? You go extreme. You hit them hard. That's all they respond to. The Democrats, you have to think the same way. These are the most devious people. They're always thinking about ways to really screw Trump and to mess up anything he's doing, even if it makes no sense in any way, shape, or form. They'll do anything. They'll say anything. They use their judges to do it. So we have to think, and I think Trump's lawyers have to be thinking one step ahead of them, just like you had said earlier that we predicted this on the show. They have to be thinking that's their next move. They know how devious these people are. Right. But we need Congress to... we keep saying this, but my expectations aren't super high with Congress.
Well, but that's because Congress has been basically abdicating their responsibilities on making these decisions for decades now.
Yeah.
You know, with the advent of when the government grows itself, right, and they create these other agencies that put in these new rules and stuff, that's a signal, and Congress allows them to do it. They're like, well, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do anything now. They'll just listen to that agency. Even though it's not a law, it's a rule, but it keeps them from actually getting in there and actually taking a defined stance on anything. Therefore, when it comes down to it, they can use it as a political football for re-election. It's look at this agency. We're going to get in there and we're going to clean things up. They never clean anything up. Why? Because it's advantageous for them not to clean it up.
Just talk about it, do nothing.
Exactly.
Right.
It's the hurry up to do nothing mentality.
Yeah.
So you have this judge in L.A., a couple of them today. The one, the most recent one is this L.A. federal judge, Biden appointee, Miami Uzwami Mensa Frimpong, whatever.
I saw this name.
Ping Pong Jing Zhong.
Yeah.
He was a cab driver.
Sounds like Harry Oates.
She, if she identifies as a she, who knows, she's written a tentative decision that sides with, of course, the ACLU and plaintiffs over the Trump administration and potentially will block DHS from carrying out arrests at Home Depots, car washes, etc. in the L.A. area. Sources who have reviewed Judge Ping Pong's tentative decision tell us her order will block ICE and Border Patrol from relying on classes of race, Spanish-speaking, location, that's an interesting one, you can do it by location, and type of work, that's a class now, when making immigration arrests. Additionally, DHS will be blocked from conducting stops of suspected illegal immigrants unless the agent has a reasonable suspicion that there is a violation of immigration law. Well, they're here. I can see them right in front of me. That's my suspicion. The ACLU and a handful of plaintiffs sued the Trump administration, allegedly they were doing deportation dragnets in L.A. by making mass arrests that were based only on skin color and race. The Trump administration, DOJ, denies this, saying all arrests are in accordance with the law and are based on the totality of the circumstances. Of course they are. Judge Ping Pong said in a court today that her tentative decision is not final. She could change her mind at any moment. She expects to make her final ruling tomorrow. But for now, this case is shaping up to be a loss for the Trump administration, which will undoubtedly appeal once it's finalized. And the Trump administration continues to follow all the rules. They haven't told any judge to go F themselves yet or go, pound sand.
Yep.
And the brakes continue to get thrown on.
I would tell them to go pound sand. I mean, I get abused by my liberal friends by saying that. They're like, how, you're going to tell them not to follow the law, not to follow the judges? I'm like, now I am. I have no respect.
The judges aren't there to create the laws. They're just there to make sure they're enforced.
And by the way, where else would ICE find these people if they can't go to car washes, Home Depot? I mean, obviously there's other places, but I mean, seriously, what is she talking about?
Even Fetterman gets this. He's completely on this, saying, this is ridiculous. Yeah, they're turning this into another racial divisive issue. That's what they're good at. Dividing.
And you know what's interesting about when she said, "Oh, I'll probably write something tomorrow as my final final decree." Will probably happen sometime around 5:00. When everybody's vacated, their offices for the weekend, and hopes to let it slide through till Monday.
All right, 13 to the hour. Just getting started on a Thursday, live from Studio 6B. We're back right after this.
Lots of people backing you up there, Big D.
Chat live in the chat.
They say, Damon. There's no show without Damon, and they're right. This is the glue. This is the guy that makes everything else tick. He's like John and Paul. Yep. He's like John and Paul, and we got a little something going on here.
I saw production criticism in here. I love those.
What is production criticism?
Yeah.
Really?
Please stop. Oh, it's a super chat actually. Michael, he wanted to get the
Michael Robertson Sr. $5. Sr. Come on down.
Please stop backlighting Damon. His ears are fuzzy.
Yeah.
Let's move to all backlighting.
If you open your eyes, can you see the light come through?
Aaron, is it your decision to backlight me like this?
Yeah, yeah. Can we get some backlighting over here, please?
Yeah, his ears are fine. It's the rest of them that's the problem.
We have a watcher in Sarasota, Florida. Diane, thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate the message.
Is Damon wearing the right size glasses? His head looks swollen. Oh, is that funny, Aaron? Oh, Aaron likes that one.
Yeah.
Okay. See if she likes it when she sends me her invoice. You like that one, Slick?
From downtown, I was going around
there.
I would encourage that.
Hey, howdy, rumblers.
Like to buy a backlit swollen head for $500, please.
Delgado.
Oh, boy.
No idea. Oh, come on. I missed 2 super chats. Oh, my gosh. Can't keep.
Get on it.
Get out of here.
Slick.
I couldn't. I don't interrupt Big D. I mean, he's talking.
Rob Jackson, we'll give you a shout out here. Vinny Mac, we have a brand new viewer that I invited tonight to join us, so I'd love for you to give her a shout out. So give me your name and we'll give her a shout out. Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you coming to join the show. Hopefully you stay a long time, or at least until,
Love you long
we
time.
stop talking about the Epstein files. One of the two.
KDJ was great last night. Okay, I'm sure he was.
Hey,
KDJ bagged out on Friday, I heard, huh?
yes.
Yeah.
He's got a gig.
Today
is Tim Govero's dad's 98th birthday.
Wow.
Wow. That's
I love
awesome.
that.
He looks great for 98. He
Not
posted a
bad.
picture on Facebook here.
I love it.
Looks damn good for 98.
Looks better than you.
Oh, come on.
He's not even backlit.
Yeah, I'm not even backlit. I don't have my fuzzy ears
He looks
in the
good.
right light.
He looks
Are
good
you
right
kidding me?
there. 98.
$17 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Is it my imagination, or
Yes.
has gasoline gone up? Or am I just missing it? Because I normally, I drive the truck. The Silverado takes 87. It's just what it calls. You don't have to do anything, so I just put 87. And
That's
I took
cheap
my
gas.
son's car today because he has tire issues. And I was working out those issues, and I put $40 of gas in there. And I looked up as I'm pumping, and he takes 91. It was like $4 and something.
No.
I was like, what? Yeah.
You went to the wrong
Get
station.
gas.
Where'd you guess at? One of those like BP gases where they keep the door half shut?
I don't know, the
Come on.
local place we go to.
Now you got a guy right over here.
$4
He's $285 for 87. That's not bad.
Nothing.
91, I
So
said.
what? 91? Could it be
91,
309?
Big whoop.
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
I'm going to find out. I'll snap a picture on my way home.
I've not seen it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you do that. You
I'm
go
gonna.
find me 91 someplace that's
91.
less than $4.
It's not 93. 93 is really the Big Mac Daddy. That's the
91.
expensive
All
one.
right, this is good.
That's odd.
91.
I'm going to go take a picture of it on my way home.
This is good.
I can't
You
imagine.
should.
Yeah, you got a lot of octane going tonight, don't you?
Gas station's probably out of business.
They're not out of business. I was just there.
You sure you didn't get like a Slurpee with
You're
that or
saying
anything?
I got ripped off?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Some
sir.
stations artificially boost the higher octane
You
ones
got
because
taken
most
advantage
people
of
don't
there,
use
Big
it.
Dig.
So I'm just getting screwed here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No escaping it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You must go to one of those little small local places, right? That jack up the price because they know there's nobody else around.
I don't think so. I'm gonna go by on my way home and take a picture.
It's $2.19 in Kansas right now.
For
Diane.
91?
Diane
No, not
says
for
$2.19. I'm not sure
Probably
if
We
it,
got to compare
87.
apples and apples, not apples and grapefruits here.
even if it's $2.19 for 87. How much more is it going to be to Slick's
Right.
point? I mean,
yeah.
$2.30.
Plus, you go to Costco, you can save money.
All right, on my way home, I'm going to go
You got
live.
hosed.
I'm going to go live on X as I pull up to the gas station. So if you're following us on X, expect that
Yeah.
to go. I'm going to go live,
That sounds exciting.
and we'll see if
That's what you pay on a boat,
I'm getting
$4.
screwed.
Okay,
So-
if you go to boating, you go to marine gas, it's you to pay $4 to $5, not car gas.
No, you got.
I'm just
yeah.
telling you. All right,
I'm
we'll
telling
see.
You got
Okay.
hammered.
All right, I got hammered. That's fine. Hammer time. 19 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by our friend Mike Lindell. LFS6B is the promo code to use if you want to shop at MyPillow. Slick's got it. What's going on?
All right, Big D. Well, let's get to the scoreboard first and foremost. Yankees in the Bronx taking on the Mariners, losing 2-0 right now, top of the fourth inning. We got the Red Sox and the Rays getting it on in Fenway. Rays up 2-1 there, top of the fifth. We have a rain delay in Chicago. The White Sox and Guardians, no score there. Just trying to get that game underway. Cardinals blanking the Nationals 1-0, end of 2. A lot of finals from earlier today. A lot of matinee games on the diamond. We have the Orioles down the Mets 3-1 in Baltimore. Cubs pounded the Twins 8-1. Orioles again over the Mets 7-3 in the second game of a makeup doubleheader there. The Cincinnati Reds 6-0 as they mauled the Marlins in Cincinnati earlier today.
Frank the Tank's having 10 strokes a day.
Oh, yeah, dropped 2 games today. Yeah, he's got to be off his mind, probably jumping off the Empire State Building as we speak. Braves and Athletics coming up at 9:05 first pitch. Rangers taking on the Angels 9:38, and at 9:40 Diamondbacks and Padres getting it on in San Diego. I'm not going to get into NBA Summer League because there's nothing exciting about that. But I'll tell you what's exciting, Big D. Big upset in Wimbledon today with the women.
Yeah.
Wimbledon, Amanda Anisimova, USA, born in New Jersey, Florida resident. She defeated number 1 Arina Sabalenka to reach first Grand Slam final. I mean, this is really a historic thing situation here. American Amanda Anisimova has reached the Grand Slam final for the first time in her career following Thursday's 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 win over top-seeded Arina Sabalenka on the women's side at Wimbledon. Anisimova, who's now 6-3 in her career against Sabalenka, ousted the tournament favorite with multiple breaks in the third set on the strength of great pace on her forehand. Anisimova, only 23, will return to center court for Saturday's final against number 8 Iga Swiatek, and that's going to be a tough out because Swiatek is strong.
She's had a good tournament too.
She
but
is
grass
strong.
evens everything out, man. Have you ever played on grass?
No.
Yes.
Oh, it's a
I was
great
out there today.
equalizer.
Out
You
there
played on
with the dog?
tennis
Yeah.
grass?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about grass or Grateful Dead grass.
He was
I'm talking
rolling
about
around
tennis
in the grass.
Yeah, I was just playing in my backyard.
He wasn't smoking it.
I'd like to buy a tick for $500, please.
But she looks good. I mean, obviously, Iga Swiatek made easy work. Also, Belinda Bencic, 6-2, 6-0 yesterday. Anisimova is trying to become the first American to win the Grand Slam in London since the great Serena Williams, who did it back in 2016. A long time ago. You're talking 9 years, right? And to be honest, if you told me I would be in the final at Wimbledon, I would not believe you, Anisimova said. I love when I hear stories like this. At least not this soon. It's been a year turnaround since coming back to be in this spot. It's not easy. So many people dream of competing on this incredible court, like Vince said, the grass court. It's the classic. It's actually the most classic court in the world. Some will argue U.S. Open. Some will argue French Open. For me, Wimbledon is the granddaddy, if you will, of it all.
They
There's
were
no
all
question.
grass back in the day.
Sure.
The U.S. Open was,
Back in the,
Australian Open,
early
and
1900s.
Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So-
not that far back, but close.
You know,
Yeah.
1920s.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he remembers. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I was there, actually. Yeah, that's why I look good for my age.
I had great seats.
But, very good. So I'm excited about that. I'd love to see her win. Like I said, she was a New Jersey native, and now, obviously, she lives down in Florida. Tennis weather's a little bit better down in Florida. So is life, much the same. That's why a lot of folks from New York and New Jersey have headed to Florida, which we know, the land of the free and home of the leaving the our states because it's horrible. But anyway, Big D, I will keep you updated on Wimbledon. A couple other stories. I'm going to update you as well on rodeo. We got a great tournament going up there in Calgary, so we want to keep that going as well. And I'll give you back on baseball scores and I got a couple other little stories there. That's a wrap in sports.
All right, Slick, very good. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. LFS6B is the promo code to use if you're going to shop at MyPillow. So most people in the chat are telling me that, I'm overpaying. But although I did see someone say they paid $409 or $419 for Super. So,
Yeah, but that was probably in California. I saw a bunch of people that chimed in from California saying that.
well, this is New York. It's not any better.
Right. You're paying California prices.
All right, well, we'll put this to bed after the show on my way home. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it was for something. I'm not dreaming.
Wow.
I mean, I could be dreaming, but I
could be.
don't think so.
You had a long night last night. You could be dreaming.
You could
No, I
be.
did it today.
Oh, hello.
So it wasn't last night.
How was the anniversary dinner?
Yeah.
Well,
Don't tell me what happened. You were on your phone?
I was texting Delgado under my burner account. Stop talking about Epstein. No, it wasn't. No, we changed our mind. We didn't go to where we thought we were going to go.
Oh, no.
What'd you do? Uber Eats?
Well, because
Oh, long story.
I don't know. I put in the thing. It said 45 minutes to get there, and I was like, screw
So?
that.
Oh, come
Are
on.
you serious?
You are unbelievable.
45 minutes. It's an hour and
go
a
to
half
it-
both ways.
You missed
Oh,
a great
my
meal.
goodness.
They have the best chicken tartare in the country. It's amazing.
No, so
He
we
didn't want
went.
to put his car on the tartar. That's why he didn't go to tartar.
Are you
there.
serious? You bailed out of an anniversary dinner because of 45 minutes?
Well, no, it's 90 minutes if you got to get home, too.
Yeah. And
The way you drive, you can make it there in 18 minutes if it's
so your lovely wife isn't worth the drive? Is that what you're saying?
I
must
didn't make
have
this.
Oh, my
No.
goodness.
No.
What a heel.
I didn't. No, I'm not
That's
talking
why,
about
around a
Aaron.
cocktail.
that's why he
please.
was outside today rolling around in the grass, because that's where he
true.
slept last
That's
night.
not true. Not true. She didn't want to go either.
Okay.
Well, no, not with you.
Call her on the phone right now. I'll get her on put her on the air. She did not want to go either.
Right after you started complaining about 45 minutes.
Well, no,
You ruined
I
the
didn't complain.
entire
I just said something like I put it in the thing and I said,
Can you believe this?
I said, holy cow, 45 minutes to get there and then 45 to get home? And she went,
Are you serious?
yeah.
Dude, I took an hour for me to get to Jones Beach the other night for the Beach Boys concert.
Well, that's 59 minutes too long.
Not at all.
I mean, unless you took a limo. Did you take a limo?
No, I drove.
Oh, I see. I always take a limo when I
Yeah.
go to Jones Beach. That's the difference.
That's the difference.
He goes and stop.
No, she was with me. It wasn't my fault. Don't make me out to be the bad guy here. I
No,
just brought up that that's what it was looking, and we had.
Yeah, and she probably knows, I know what this means. He's going to be a bear the entire time. He's going to complain. I don't need to hear this all night. I don't want to celebrate my anniversary listening to him complain like he's complained the last 19
20 years was enough. I got to listen
Right.
again. Another 20 years. 20
45 minutes and
just so I
$90
could have
for
a
sushi.
steak.
So
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
That's it.
Did we eat?
Yeah, where'd you end up going? Did you make her cook? You heel?
Ah, we went to
Burger
went to
Queen.
Wendy's.
She got the $5 biggie bag.
Oh my God.
I'll have a
you're a
number
biggie
3 and a small
spender?
Coke.
Man.
At $4 a gallon of gas and 45 minutes each way. It's outrageous.
Thank you.
Really? I couldn't imagine 45 minutes in the car with him anyway.
Thanks, honey. Thanks, honey. Love you.
Love you.
You were right.
Okay, so there you go.
We love Damon's wife. I love her.
No, she was on board.
My gosh.
All right, good.
Okay.
You heard it. Now you just
All
heard
right.
it for yourself.
So she was happy last night with the
I expect an
results.
apology in 2 minutes and 18 seconds when we get back on.
Now we got to get to more serious
It's
stuff.
really
Come on.
funny.
Delgado wants to get to the Epstein list. Come on, we got to
Yeah, I got some more breaking news.
Yeah.
breaking news, Delgado.
Yeah, there's something new.
You have your list here? Hold on.
The list just got longer.
Yeah.
So a quick search shows that premium gas in your area, Damon, is around $3.95 to $3.99 a gallon.
Wow. There
Thank
you go.
you.
I'm going to have a sign.
I paid $4.09, I
I'm going to
believe.
say 91. I'm going to come in and lower that. You watch. I'm going to take a picture tonight. 87 is the way to go, man.
I don't use gas anymore.
Me either. Yeah.
Yeah, you leave it all in
Pretty
the
good.
bathroom, for God's
Pretty
sake.
good. Oh, yeah,
Talking
wow.
about.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you
look at this one.
Yeah.
Big YouTube super chat. Thank you. Our good friend Alice Nielsen is back in the chat. Big D, $100.
Whoa.
The best boys is live from Denmark. Thank you, Alice. We
Wow.
love you. Thank you,
Alice,
man.
thank you very
that's
much.
now that's how you do a super chat now, right there from downtown. Woof. Thank you very much. Start making your pizza order for tomorrow night, Delgado.
I already got it lined up.
Oh, come on.
Elaine Emmerich has the line of the day. She goes, Damon, did you also go Dutch?
Oh, hey.
Oh, that hurt.
That's
That
it.
hurt.
Speaking of Denmark.
I think that's a great line.
Perfect timing.
Honey, you owe, I didn't have the soup. You owe
Wait.
40.
Kevin Sermersheim says Damon is right to not drive.
Here's my Venmo.
Don't drive 45 minutes.
Here's my Venmo, honey. You going to
Here's
pay with
my
the credit
Venmo.
card? Yeah, good.
You owe me half.
Send me an invoice.
You owe money to Nia Thanos. She says, I miss Damon when he's not there.
Oh, that's
Put her on.
very
She
nice.
$20 for her.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Then
Mike Yak says, come on, you guys, leave Big D alone.
All right, 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. So, getting back to the Republican Party right now, talked about these rulings from the judges, and if the Republicans really wanted to take it on, what they'd have to do, because we're going to continue to see this until somebody, I mean, maybe the Supreme Court will step back in here in some other way, and obviously Judge Alito already warned about what we're exactly seeing now happening with these classes of people being used to get around these injunctions, and now to also try to slam the brakes on this administration. But the other problem, of course, at least when we get back to things happening that matter to you directly right now, this second, at the time it matters now, which of course is the spending, the debt, the budget, all of that, is what's going on. Town Hall headline, the usual suspects, and that's being nice to them, and now some new, in the Senate are threatening to kill Trump's rescission package. Now, let's just start by reminding everybody, this rescissions package is like throwing, a handful of sand off the beach and thinking that you've got somehow some control on how much sand is going to be on the beach. I mean, it's like 0.001% of it's nothing. And I know people are into it because it's got PBS in there or NPR or somebody, one of these bloated left-wing propaganda deals that we're going to defund, which is fine. But the point of the article is that after we got the reconciliation big, beautiful bill passed, this Mark Green from Tennessee retired. So now it's even a little harder to get through the rest of what President Trump wants to do as far as rescissions and possibly if they're going to do other reconciliation. So the House passes this rescissions package, which again is, it's like nothing compared to what we need to be cutting. But it's now they say it's currently in jeopardy because the same group of troublemakers in the Senate, and you can guess who they are, Murkowski, Collins, are now holding up this rescissions package being passed because of concerns about cutting programs that are a complete waste of your and our money. But now they've got friends. And I'm sorry to point this out, but every person I'm about to name, Trump endorsed. Jerry Moran, Mike Rounds, Dan Sullivan. All three of them are on board with Collins and Murkowski because they don't want to cut public broadcasting to the tune of $1.1 billion. They don't want to cut the Democracy Fund, $83 million. Bankrolled programs for Yemen community resilience, quote unquote. Spent millions on LGBTQ nonsense in the Balkan states. Oh,
that's very important.
Oh, yeah.
The Economic Support Fund, they don't want to cut that. $1.65 billion. Produced Iraqi Sesame Street. Pride parades, millions to subsidize Palestinian media companies. Development assistance was a $2.5 billion boondoggle that tried to get electric buses off the ground in Rwanda. A vegan food consumer base in Zambia. Civic engagement operations in Zimbabwe. This is the stuff that these people don't want to cut that's in the rescissions package, which, again, the whole package is basically nothing in the totality of things.
Right.
$9.4 billion in cuts is what it comes out to be from USAID, State Department, and U.S. Institute of Peace spending. But here you have these groups that we can't even get this done.
Corruption. It's just corruption. I mean, there's no one in their right mind would support any of this stuff.
And it
It's
expires,
just
by the way, in
corruption.
8 days.
And these packages are going to be, we're going to have more and more and more of these packages. There is deal making going on behind the scenes when Trump got everybody to vote for the bill to have more of these packages and get more of the spending cut. So this is going to be an ongoing process over and over and over, and we're going to have the same nonsense here. But good luck, by the way. You've got a very powerful president. Mm-hmm. He's got the majority of the vote. Good luck to your future, because this is not a guy that's just going to sit back and not take this. He has to go back at these people, the ones that you mentioned that he supported.
I agree. I expect him exactly to go after people like Lindsey Graham and not endorse them again.
Take them down.
Oh, whoops.
What? Hello.
Too late.
Did I get that?
I think what he should do is be like, you know what, you're right. That $9 billion is just a wrong number, and he should go back and say, find me other stuff so we can lump it in there and make it even more. Because that'll really put the screws to him. It's one of those things where it's like, and Bongino was saying this before he took the job as the FBI assistant director. The way to deal with these people is you fire 10 people. When they start complaining, you fire 100 more. And then you keep going. So if you got a problem with the people on your side, they're a little butthurt over the $9 billion. Well, guess what? Now we're going to make it 18. And if you keep this up, then we're going to make it 28. And then we're going to keep going. Let me know when you want to stop.
Yeah,
I'll be here all day.
But the problem
I'm like Captain America. I can do this all day.
He keeps endorsing them.
I understand that.
He keeps endorsing Lindsey Graham. He keeps endorsing Mitch McConnell back when we could have gotten rid of him. He keeps endorsing. Look at the endorsement he just made in all of the Texas House. People in Texas are furious. They're like, these are the worst of the worst. We're trying to make changes. We're trying to get better primary candidates. Why are you endorsing these people? So if there's no fear, if you have to be Thomas Massey to get the fear of God from Trump, that's the problem. Lindsey Graham runs scot-free and gets another endorsement yesterday.
He's got to have something.
I think they're just
Lindsey
afraid
Graham.
of losing the seat, but I don't know. It goes to the point you were talking about at the very beginning of the show, that Congress doesn't do anything. There's no meat. And here is something we've all suspected: corruption in all of these things where they're cutting money. And this isn't even close, right? All the Doge stuff was huge.
Peanuts.
And they're not, and they're fighting even doing these minor things that are just ridiculous. And it just, the corruption that's going on in there is being thrown right in our face. We suspected it. We knew it. It wasn't thrown in our face, though, that blatantly. Now it is. Trump's got to do something about it, and he is the right guy to do that, I believe.
September 30th is coming. Think you're going to get 12 appropriation bills this time? We've heard every year. Next time it's going to be different.
Yeah.
You got to vote for Biden's thing because now we got to get to the Trump administration. Well, now you got to vote for this because it's going to get us to this. You got to vote for this because it's going to get us to this. And we're never going to go through this process again, whether it's how the bill comes out, how much time they have to read it. We've heard all of it. We're not going to do it again. We're not going to do this. We're going to change. It's going to change. September 30th is coming. August recess is coming. You think you're going to get 12 appropriation bills? Tell us right now in the chat. One for all. Yeah, it's going to be perfect. 12 appropriation bills the way they're supposed to.
Well,
line item veto for the president.
Yeah.
Let's work towards that budget. 2, same old story. 1 or 2. Tell me.
It's why we need term limits. It's why we need all these protections now. I'd love to take a flamethrower to the entire
the term
entity.
limits you're never going to get because the people that have to okay that are the ones that are going to be subject to them.
No, I get it.
They're never going to agree to something like that, unfortunately.
I get they're not going to agree to it, but Trump is like one of us. We're going to go in there and try and do all these things. And then he's dealing with this corrupt bureaucracy that's all inside and a few people around him that aren't part of that bureaucracy. So every step of the way, including the stuff you were talking about last night with this Epstein stuff, including all of these bills, including the big, beautiful bill, all of this stuff, it's just a basis of how do you get anything done here, for God's sakes? And you had to conform a little bit to the system.
Haven't seen a 1 yet, and you're absolutely right. 2 down the board. And that's exactly what, if you're being honest, that's exactly what it should say. 2 across the board. Nothing's going to change. You're not getting 12 appropriation bills. And you're going to be fed some BS about why this has to this and this has to this and nonsense, same crap.
Yeah. We got to push term limits. I think it is something that if President Trump really pushes it, the thing is, there's no penalty for this behavior. Like if they vote on term limits and they don't vote it across, the people that vote against that, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Democrat or Republican, nothing happens. They still get votes. The Democrats are corrupt. They manufacture votes, and they get in office for doing that. The Republicans, who the hell knows what they're doing, but they still elect these people. It does come down to you and I and others, just citizens, just saying enough is enough. If you're not going to do that, I'm not voting for you. But we haven't been able to mobilize at that level, other than MAGA. MAGA's mobilized, man. I mean, that's the one group I can say is pretty damn mobilized.
But it's only mobilized for Trump.
It's mobilized for the right reasons, though, too. We're not mobilized because the Democratic Party is siphoning money to causes that we support or super PACs. This is everyday Americans who are MAGAs that are supporting that. It's completely different.
But I'm saying they're not going to show up for some of these no names, in the House and some of these losers in the Senate. They're just not going to.
That's right. I wouldn't even consider it apathy. I would just consider it just sort of out of sight, out of mind, in some of these elections.
We have to get better people in the primaries. We tried for years. Mitch McConnell was always the stumbling block. He always stuck his nose in the races where it didn't belong. He always raised money against the conservatives. And unfortunately, I know people don't like to hear it, but I don't care. It has to be said. Trump's endorsements have been Mitch McConnell-esque. He has endorsed the non-conservative in most of the races he's endorsed. The three guys he endorsed are all joining with Collins and Murkowski. Every one of them is a Trump endorsement.
Unbelievable.
Well, then he's got to pull it. And he's got to rattle that cage and say, look, you know what? Now I'm going to use my bully pulpit to rattle my people and get them in line. It's just the way it has to be done.
I mean, how do you explain yesterday's tweet on Lindsey Graham? Seriously.
I didn't see it.
How do you explain endorsing him with a full-throated endorsement like that? What is it? Is he that much fun on the golf course? Does he bring what is it?
You hit 3. It wasn't 4. You got 3. Lindsey's been on Trump's side and against Trump. Like he's been very inconsistent, as far as a supporter of Trump. That has to be. I always go back to this one point. Like, I trust Trump. I really do. There has to be a reason. If we sat with him and he sat and explained to us, I had to support Lindsey for this reason, and this is why I think it makes sense. It'll just make sense to us. We don't know that. Right. But I do believe that's what's happening.
By the way, this tweet yesterday I put up got the most traffic of anything I put up yesterday. Mostly because people just
are not happy with that.
Happy birthday to Senator Lindsey Graham. He is always there when I need him.
Uh-oh.
And I hope everyone in the great state of South Carolina will help Lindsey have a big win in his re-election bid next year. Make America great again. Picture them on the golf course.
I mean, Lindsey's a rhino.
I don't know. I mean, again, we're going to go after Massey, Rand Paul, but Lindsey Graham, boy, he just remains untouched. Every time around.
And the whole Ukrainian thing with Lindsey Graham, he's just over the top.
Oh, yeah.
He backdoored Trump on that with the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that alone should put him under a firing squad of Trump's people. Crazy.
All right, we'll get to headlines with Doug Otto, Vinnie Mac, all when we come back right after this. A lot of Texas viewers sending me messages on X. Cheryl Warren says, you're absolutely right. Texas is furious. Trump endorsed those rhinos. He's being advised completely wrong in his camp.
On a positive note, Super Chat Big D, another big one coming in from our friend Alice Nielsen. Another $100 coming in. Have a good night tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey.
Fantastic. Boy, she is a big supporter of the show. Thank you so much. Man, incredible.
Damon, move to South Carolina and run. Well, I don't think I could beat Graham. Doesn't he? Well, first of all, he's got the president's endorsement, so no one's going to beat him. And don't you have that anybody can vote deal for him?
Yeah.
That's how we keep getting stuck with him?
That's right. Democrats vote and Republicans vote.
Excuse me 1 second, gentlemen. Our third Super Chat from
Hello.
Alice Nielsen coming in at another $100 is now at $300 tonight.
Jeez.
Bless her soul. Good night from Denmark, Big D.
Thank you for the support.
$300.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Did you
Appreciate
say
you for that.
Denmark?
Denmark.
Denmark.
Damon, is it true that you and the wife went to the Sphere and smoked contraband stogies just to stick it in all of our faces? Yes.
Oh, so you'll
Took the
take
red eye back and
you'll take a 5-hour flight, but you won't
took
take
the
a 45
G5 there and the G6 back.
All right.
Oh, man.
All
Les
in one night.
Durham. Les Durham coming in with $5 in the Super Chat. Wish mother's skink eye, or I guess stink eye, happy birthday in Chats Patriots. All right, Les. Come on. More or less, you got it right.
Oh, man.
Got that stink eye going.
Big D, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you touch your microphone more than anyone else I've ever seen in one night in 2 hours. I watch you touch your microphone 104 times. Yes.
104. I thought it was 103.
I never feel like it's in the perfect position to capture my voice, so I do make sure
Yeah.
I do move it a lot.
You should really
It's like a nervous tick.
do that in private.
At least you're quiet about it, unlike some other people on the show.
Thank you, Fran.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
yeah.
But yes, Ron,
Who
you are
makes
correct.
noise?
I do move it a lot. I don't know why I do, because it picks me up fine almost wherever it is, but I have this phobia
Yeah. Well, as long as it's
about
not
making sure I'm on the microphone.
Delgado's doll, you're doing okay. Keep it on the microphone. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Ba, ba, ba.
It's a striking resemblance there,
It is,
Rick.
right?
I think. Yeah. I think it's wonderful. We all need dolls.
All the cool kids get them.
What's this? Is this new, Fran?
No, I just haven't played in a while.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, 13 to the hour, live from Studio 6B, Real America's Voice, and across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in. Slick's going to do some more sports. We're way behind here because I've been talking and hogging the time about, but it's important because it's things that matter to you now. And I've got more on the debt to get to if we can in hour two. But right now, let's get to some headlines with Rick Delgado and with Vinnie Mac. Delgado can start. Brought to you by our friends at EternalLifeCoin.com. EternalLifeCoin.com. Delgado, what's going on?
All right. Well, so much is going on, Damon. Lot to get to tonight, as a matter of fact. Let's do this because a lot of it has to do with the news coming out that, John Brennan and James Comey are now being investigated by the DOJ. That story broke the other night. Former CIA Director John Brennan and former FBI Director James Comey being under investigation for potential wrongdoing related to the Trump-Russia probe way back in 2015 and 2016. CIA Director John Ratcliffe referred the evidence of wrongdoing by Brennan to FBI Director Kash Patel for potential prosecution. DOJ sources tell Fox News. Here is, and as you can tell, panic is now starting to strike D.C. because now they're trying to get out there. What do I mean? John Brennan making an appearance on MSNBC. Here's cut number 9, where he tries to plead his case. Sounds a little nervous, trying to plead his case that he's just doing his job. Cut number 9. Check this out.
I testified in front of many, many congressional committees in the House and the Senate over the years. And I continue to explain exactly what we did during this process, why we tried to make sure we stayed true to our intelligence responsibilities and that we were not going to do anything at all to try to interfere in that election. And again, it was a challenging time, but also one I think that the people who actually worked this, both in terms of trying to collect intelligence prior to the election and then the ones who put together the intelligence community assessment, they really, I think, showed the best of what the intelligence community and what CIA is made of. So again, I am clueless about what it is exactly that they may be investigating me for.
Double down on the lie. I mean, really?
He knows. You could tell by the way he stutters
What a
and stammers
jerk.
through that.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
What's he got to be nervous about?
Some bad publicity now.
They're under investigation. The full scope of the investigation into Brennan and Comey is unclear, but two sources describe the FBI's view of the duo's interactions as a conspiracy, which could open up a wide range of potential prosecutorial options. Both the FBI and the CIA, Damon, declined to comment on the investigations, and neither Brennan nor Comey immediately responded to requests for comment. Though we did have a little more panic coming out of D.C. Cut number 13. Here's attorney Mark Elias. Now, what does he have to do with any of this? Well, he just had to go on TV to make sure he complained about the investigation into John Brennan, his buddy. Cut 13. Check this out.
We predicted, you and I and others, that we were going to get to this moment. And the question is, what do we do? And the question of what we do is multifaceted. The first question is, what do we do? Do we retreat and hide in the corner? So I'm on TV today, not hiding in the corner. I'm not retreating. I'm saying I'm going to stand up and I'm fight. And Donald Trump won't intimidate me by going back to this 2016 stuff. And that's one thing. But the other thing we've talked about is, what do large institutions do? You know, what do civil society groups do? What does the media do? And I am imploring, like, honestly, I'm just imploring the media, do not report this as a legitimate investigation. Do not report this as they're opening a investigation into John Brennan. We will see where it goes. Report this as the misuse, the abuse, the authoritarian takeover of the Department of Justice. That should be the headline. The headline should be, in a misuse and abuse of the power of the executive branch, Donald Trump has asked his Department of Justice to open a bogus investigation into John Brennan.
Yeah. Coming from the same people that in 2015, led by President Obama and Vice President Joe Biden, opened a bogus investigation into Russian collusion with the help of the Hillary Clinton campaign. Sure, of course.
I mean, that guy right there is solely responsible for Biden being president, other than the guy in South Carolina who sent the campaign with some hope out of there when they were dead. But realistically, that's the guy. He's the guy who went into all these states with all his thug attorneys and had all of the playing field changed right under all of their noses.
Yep. Pretty smart.
Yep.
Changed all the voting laws, and there you have it.
And it'll be interesting to see if he gets dragged into this. Why would he jump on TV? Maybe he's trying to get out in front of something coming his way. The Brennan investigation comes after Ratcliffe last week declassified a lessons learned review of the creation of the 2017 Intelligence Community Assessment, alleging Russia sought to influence the 2016 election to help then candidate Trump become president. Here is President Trump being asked about the investigation into Brennan and Comey. This is cut number 5. It comes from Peter Ducey asking this question. It's cut number 5. Check this out.
Thank you, President Trump. James Comey and John Brennan, now under criminal investigation related to the Trump-Russia probe. Do you want to see these two guys behind bars?
Well, I know nothing about it other than what I read today, but I will tell you, I think they're very dishonest people. I think they're crooked as hell, and maybe they have to pay a price for that. I believe they are truly bad people and dishonest people, so whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, so there it is from the president.
I saw George Papadopoulos today. I believe it was George Papadopoulos today, says he thinks if the Justice Department really is serious about this, they could put together, if not already have, an airtight case against Brennan and Comey. And part of it, if I read it correctly and I skimmed it quickly, he thinks that President Trump may have gathered new information by recently talking to some other world leaders and other people around the globe about these two slime balls and what they were doing and involved with. I think.
That was from who?
George Papadopoulos, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, where do you think the money's going? It's flowing overseas and back. I mean, that's how all the deal making's being done.
I think this is breaking news. Election Wizard on X says President Trump says he will make a major statement regarding Russia on Monday.
Monday.
Oh.
Wow. Monday.
He should. I mean, he went after Putin, and Putin then does massive attacks on Ukraine right after that. I mean, I have to say, Putin's been pretty damn insulting. He's literally trying to pick a fight. That's what I see happening here. He's trying to pick a fight.
All right, anything else, Delgado?
Yeah, if you want to talk a little bit about Trump and Putin, I don't know if you remember some of the statements President Trump made talking about his secret conversations with President Putin. Here's cut number 11. Here's a little reminder. Cut 11.
I had a very strong conversation with President Putin, and he understood. And I won't go into the great details of the conversation because nobody has to know that. But I will tell you, it never, ever would have happened.
I don't want to say it, but did they fear me? I suspect they did.
Yeah. And turns out, coming down yesterday from CNN and Caitlin Collins, they did a report of secret audio recorded at a fundraiser during the run-up to the 2024 campaign where Donald Trump actually talks about what he said to Putin as well as President Xi. Here's cut 12. Check this out.
To Putin, I said, if you go in to Ukraine, we're going to bomb the shit out of Moscow. I'm telling you, I have no choice. The public wants the public. The public. So he goes like, I don't believe you. He said, no way. And I said, way. And then he goes like, I don't believe you. But the truth is, he believed me 10%. And I told you this, he believed me 10%. Then I'm with President Xi of China. But I said the same thing to them. I said, if you go into Taiwan, I'm going to bomb the shit out of Beijing. He thought I was crazy. He said, Beijing, you're going to bomb Beijing. I said, I have no choice. I got to tell you, we're going to bomb Beijing. And he didn't believe either, except 10%. And 10% is all you need. In fact, 5% would have been okay too. And we never had a problem. We would have never had a problem.
Yeah, so there it is. President kind of revealing secret audio from CNN yesterday.
Didn't say anything different.
Peace through implied strength.
Yeah.
We should talk that way to the Republicans now.
Ain't that the truth?
That's for sure.
All right, hour 2 coming up. Vinnie Mac kicks us off when we get back right after this. Yeah, I see other people reporting it now. U.S. President Donald Trump will make a major statement on Russia on Monday. Why Monday? Thursday.
Because he's probably told Putin, you need to step up now, because on Monday, we're doing X.
All right.
Whatever X is. I mean, the thing with Putin is, this is one savvy guy. You do, restrictions and you do all the things that you do to try and slow him down. He knows how to get around them. It's a whole corrupt system with the Russian mafia to get around him. Like, you have to outfox this guy so he can't backdoor anything. Because the sanctions work to an extent, but he figures out a way around them.
Trump announces 35% tariffs on Canada. That's like 5 minutes ago breaking. I don't know if you want to look that up, Delgado, what the details are. Chat. What's going on in the chat?
Gary Bishop, I'm with you, man. Gary says, I've never seen a man that can keep every promise. The ones that can never make any Donald Trump. MAGA strong. I'm with you, Gary, on that. I'm going to talk about that in the next segment.
Not yet.
We're there.
I put Carmel out there, Slick.
He could have gotten you cheaper gas, too.
Yep, could have gotten gas at $2.49, Damon. $2.49.
Not for 91.
Well, maybe not for 91, but it is so ironic, isn't it? You go to Florida or some other states, gas is like, or Texas, gas is like $2.20. You go to California, it's $6.
Yeah.
$6.
It's all the taxes they lump onto.
I do like your sweatshirt, man. It looks great. Is that new? How you doing? How you doing? Gerald, we talked about the China buying farmland on Tuesday, and there's nothing new on that, but they have now put in some restrictions. They're trying to stop them from buying farmland near military.
When I'm not bartending, I'm watching live from Studio 6B, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m.
Oh, thanks, AOC.
Yeah.
Live from Studio 6B, Hour 2, Real America's Voice, and across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio. Glad you're in on a Thursday night. Want to remind everybody, tomorrow night, live at the America First Warehouse.
Ooh, come on down.
Come on down. If you're on Long Island and you're within earshot of my voice right now on 103.9 LI News Radio, all over Long Island, come on down to the America First Warehouse. You can go to, I believe it is America First Warehouse, or the America First Warehouse, all one word, .com.
Yeah.
They have a QR code there that you can scan, get free tickets and info right there. And you can also, if you're watching on TV, scan it right there on your screen. Come on down to the America First Warehouse in Ronkonkoma, New York, or as my mom calls it, Ronkonkoma, and see the show. We're live every Friday night at the America First Warehouse, and we'll be there tomorrow night. No Kevin Downey Jr., I was upset to hear today.
Yeah.
But Kevin took a gig because that's what he does.
He's got to steam some clams.
Steam some
real.
clams. And where's he going to be?
He's going to be up in Saratoga Springs.
Oh, that's nice. That's,
Big D
must be a good
Big
gig.
D gave him a 50 to wheel the D in the fourth.
Yeah, is he going to hit the track? Yeah, maybe I should Venmo him a couple.
There you go.
Couple bucks to put on. Yeah. what horse did you call?
Old Lindsay.
Lindsay sucks in the seventh. Give me him to win. Yeah, so tomorrow night at the American First Warehouse, check it out. We'll be there. We'll do some more sports. We'll do some more news with Delgado. Let's do some headlines and some thoughts with Vinnie Mac to kick off Hour 2. Vincent Kennedy Buta. Well, it's not your name, but that's the name I gave you. What's been on your mind
tonight?
Is that you? Did he say Utah?
Vincent Kennedy Buta, I call him.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you
like
said,
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I thought you said Butah.
No, Buta. Not Buddha like you call him for 10 years.
Buddha.
Buta, like butane.
Spent a year with you mispronouncing my name.
Delgado's Buddha. You're Buddha, Chris.
Yeah. What's going on, Vinnie Mac?
Oh, man. Before I get into some of the thoughts that I have found today that have been bugging me, one thing I did want to mention, I see it in our social chats. I've heard it from other MAGA supporters and so on. And it started with Iran. And little division, amongst MAGA about Iran, and then a little division amongst MAGA with this Epstein nonsense, and then a little division here and there because, not everything's perfect. But I can tell you this: we have elected probably the greatest president, not only in our lifetimes, possibly ever, outside of maybe the founding fathers, George Washington, and the folks that really came in, and that's a high bar. We have elected a president who's done 90%, if not more, of the things he's promised in just 6 months, 7 months. There's things he could be criticized for, but much of that is due to the swamp. You go in there trying to fix the swamp and you realize there's a lot more swamp here. I can't, there's swamp everywhere. Everywhere he must turn, he's dealing with nonsense and he's mining through it piece by piece. Look at the cabinet he has in there. He has some great people. Look at even the DOJ. Pam Bondi's gotten, a lot of criticism, but there's a lot going on. Now, they have to deliver, but they're going after a lot of people. They're doing a lot of things. She's fighting every one of these federal judges and winning most of them. She's not indicting people, but she's getting close to that. She's investigating a lot of things. So is Kash Patel and others. We just got an amazing reset here, and I think it's something we should all just step back and appreciate for a few minutes before we start, jumping on, Trump sucks and he's not doing the right job. He is amazing. He's doing everything we asked him to do, and probably more. And it's just not perfect. So I just wanted to say that.
But isn't this? I'm going to just push back a little bit. Okay. I agree with you. But I just laugh when I see people in the chat, because I used to criticize Trump and I used to catch hell for it. And now people are saying, Vin, pull your head out of Trump's butt. You got it so far stuck up there. So it's interesting to see the switch there. But if he doesn't, and I'll quote Steve Bannon's intro, if he doesn't go medieval on these people, and when it comes to at least the deep state and some of these, the CIA, the FBI, if he doesn't dismantle these things, he put Kash in there for a reason, Bongino's in there for a reason, Pam Bondi's in there for a reason. Like, if we don't improve on those things, is it really, I don't know. I don't want to say a success, because of course it's a success. I agree with 90% of what you said, Vin, as far as him being the most conservative president of my lifetime, for sure. But if you don't tackle that issue, as far as the real, what people consider that the deep state, CIA, FBI, all of the shadow, can it be considered really what people voted for and what people expected?
Well, I do agree with that, and I do expect that to happen. Here's really where my premise comes from for that last 10% that we're kind of talking about here, which are those pieces. He's been in office for 6 months. Patel and Dan Bongino and others have been in office for, 4. Let's let them do their job for a little while. They're up for criticism if we're having the same conversation a year or two from now. Every presidency, look at this, it runs very slow. Look at the speed in which this guy's working across the board. Even this big, beautiful bill, which we all have problems with, and I expect a lot of reconciliations to fix some of these problems, not all of them. But look at how that got through. I mean, it got through July 4th. We wanted it to be sooner, but it moved pretty quick in the world of that swamp of Washington. So the stuff that you noted, let's just give it a little time. I did not expect in the first 6 months them to dismantle all that stuff. They are chopping it down tree by tree. It's a giant forest. It's got poison ivy, poison oak, mud, swamps, reptiles, ticks, everything you can imagine in there, and they're taking it piece by piece and trying to dismantle this stuff. So I just say, to your point, let's just give it a beat. Let's let the guy do what he needs to do. And if we're going to judge him, let's judge him 2 years out. When we look at other presidents, Bush, Clinton, Obama, any of them, I mean, geez, the first 6 months, nothing happened. Nothing. Zero. And so you also look at who he's against. Barely has enough votes in the House and the Senate. And then he's got everyone backdooring him every which way he can. And he has the entire media piling on as much as he can. Here he's trying to deport criminals. ICE. Forget about the people who came here illegal who are criminals. The real criminals are actually committed like murder and rape and things like that, MS-13. The guys that are trying to get out first, they're fighting that. This is what he's against. They're turning people against officers trying to arrest them. So I just say, let's give him the right amount of time. And I feel like I don't have like my butt up his ass in a sense on this whole thing. I feel like I just believe this guy and I support him, and I want to continue that until there's a time where maybe it's proven wrong, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it being proven wrong. So that's kind of where I land on that. And I mentioned this big, beautiful bill. Did that get to where you wanted to go there?
No, I think most of what you say is fair. I'm just playing devil's advocate on the part that I think a lot of people pay a lot of attention to.
Yeah, fair enough. And I guess that's what I'm addressing. So I'm addressing.
And what's going on right now is obviously feeding that. Here we go again.
That's right.
We're never going to get to the core of this dark alley.
And that's the challenge. It's feeding that, and we barely woke up here in terms of a term of presidency. It's early morning. Hasn't even gone a full day yet. It's only been 6 months.
Well, I can tell you, The one thing I disagree with you is we can't be having the same conversation in 2 years.
No.
If we're having it in 6 months to a year, I think that's a problem. 2 years, it's lost.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Completely. Especially because you gotta figure in he's only got a few more months left to get certain things done, because all of a sudden people are going to get caught up in their House and their Senate races. They're going to be like, I can't make any mistakes, and I can't do this, and I can't do that. They're going to be hamstrung. Yeah. So he's got to get stuff. He's got to twist arms and smash asses now. He can't wait.
So 6 months to a year, whatever that time frame is. Maybe it's not 2 years, but give him the proper amount of time, and let's not overreact when things maybe go a little sideways. There's a reason for it. There usually is. Maybe a reason he can control or a reason he can't control. But I'm sure he's trying to control it. That's, one of the big things. His Susie Wiles, she is awesome. She's a big reason why all this stuff has gotten done and more of this stuff is going to get done. So anyhow, I just say give it a beat. One thing I noticed, there was a great piece today in the Post, believe it or not, about things in the big, beautiful bill that we might have just overlooked. Things like school choice. That's in the big, beautiful bill. Low-income parents can direct education dollars to private and charter schools. Big deal. That's a big deal. How long have we been trying to get that in there? Personalized medical savings accounts expanded. Yeah. Medical costs are so ridiculous. They're giving us some relief there. Incredible increases in mining for energy, and we just cut a deal again with Germany. We're going to be their #1 supplier in the world for natural gas and things like that. So, big piece. Biden's student loan forgiveness program, it's gone. It's gone. That trash of an idea, that ridiculous thing to get votes, it's out. The electric vehicle mandate, out. Done. It's part of they should have taken out the whole Green New Deal, but they got that big piece out. Opportunity zones expanded in low-income areas. Trump did a great job with that his first term, and he expanded that significantly. Here's something I talked to you about, Damon. We went on Gronk and tried to see what the numbers are, but he put an 8% tax on endowments, on the near $1 trillion of bloated university endowments, monies that were never taxed. What do you think of that?
I noticed that. I thought of you.
Okay, well, there you go. There's another really interesting thing. They strengthened the laws around Medicaid. All this fraud. Why are we running out of money? Because fraud, Social Security, and so on. We have plenty of money. This is a rich country. Look at the amount of money that these guys waste, and we're still a rich country. We have a lot of debt, but we're a rich country. So we got to get rid of that. They expanded the broadband spectrum. So the sale of expanding that in rural areas and so on, big deal. $100 million expanding that. So of all the things in that big, beautiful deal that might drive us a little crazy because there were not enough cuts, and I do believe that's going to happen through reconciliations, we got a lot of things in this bill in addition to the tax breaks that were, expanded now or extended for good. So real good opportunity for the country through this bill. And hopefully we are able to continue to cut spending and all that type of stuff. But I just thought that was worth pointing out because they make a material difference in how we live our lives.
Yeah.
Big deal.
All right, 12 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. We'll do sports with Slick here, but we don't have time. We'll do that when we get back. Just quickly on the other decision I talked about before, the other Bush-appointed judge today blocks Trump from ending birthright citizenship for children of illegal aliens. This is a federal judge appointed by former President George W. Bush, has blocked President Trump's executive order ending birthright American citizenship for the United States-born children of illegal aliens. This is Judge Joseph LaPlante of the District Court of the District of New Hampshire granted granted a class-wide preliminary injunction to illegal aliens who have sued the Trump administration over the order. A class-wide preliminary injunction. The lawsuit is linked to George and Alex Soros' Open Society Foundation, Breitbart News revealed in April. After careful consideration of the parties' submissions, the supporting declarations, the applicable law, and the filings recorded in the case, the court grants petitioners' motion for a class-wide preliminary injunction. 13 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. More sports news when we get back right after this.
Man, she looked horrible.
God,
Wow. She was so
Well,
cute.
you know, she's 60. I'm like, I know, but she still looks horrible. 62. I don't look that bad either. Brutal. What a shame. But I think she's sick. I mean, it's
She's got a disease. She's an alcoholic.
Talking about
Mary Lou Retton.
Mary Lou Retton, yeah.
Name is like, who's that?
She a country singer?
Yeah, that works. Randy Couture, huh? Oof. Ouch. Yeah. National Hot Rod, man. You getting into the hot rod. You got into a little flare up there. Yeah, running that story now.
Victor Salgado says, Rubio said U.S. and Russia have come to a new approach on Ukraine.
How come Monday? Did we figure that out? Monday is...
Giving him the weekend to think of.
Oh, Papalke is going to give him a three... He's giving him a long 3-day weekend.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Take your time.
Freaking day.
Is it Monday? Do we have a time? Like 12:01 a.m.?
Oh, it's ticking like
I'll
a
tell you,
bomb.
It'd be amazing, right? He snaps that war too. Man, wouldn't be surprising. Lottie.
Mark Mitchell, Rasmussen tonight texted him. He's hearing from a pollster that he trusts that right now the generic congressional ballot is looking like D+2. If that holds, there goes the House, he says. And someone immediately says, oh, there goes Mark dooming again. And he said, well, you can call it what you want, but these tweets are based on conversations with people who know things who I trust in the polling business. And I'm giving you information to do stuff with. You're welcome.
Okay.
Sounds like one of your friends.
Yeah.
Somebody's a little butthurt being called out for being wrong.
I mean, it's too early, these polls. We get 2 or 3 months out. Maybe I'll start listening to him. Same polls that had Trump losing in
Gotta
2016.
get our friend Matt from Messenger News on. Matt, he's a big poll guy. Ask him what's going on. Matt would probably have a good handle on it. He's big into the polls.
Uh-oh, I'm signed out here, Aaron. How much time do I have?
Sound like 22nd. 18, 17. We have a guest tonight?
I have no idea.
Ah.
Well, let me talk to you about our friends at, I'm sorry? Well, it sounds like the blues.
Sound like the bloopers. Right there.
Sounds like I've,
That sound like the bloopers
sounds
right
like I've
there.
got the blues. Wellness Company, Patriot Mobile. All right, well, let me talk to you about our friends at the Wellness Company. We like them.
Oh, yeah. They're awesome. Great
Yes,
product.
thank you, Vin. You
Yeah.
like them, right?
I do. I think they're great.
New administration in Washington, D.C. has brought a lot of positive changes when it comes to fixing our broken healthcare system. The reality is, however, that there is only so much the government can do, and that if we really want to make America healthy again, it's going to start at home with each and every one of us. And that's, of course, where the Wellness Company comes in. You know the Wellness Company. You see and hear from their doctors all the time right here on Real America's Voice, and you know that their products are the gold standard for keeping you and your family safe and healthy. The Wellness Company gives you the opportunity to make sure you are prepared for whatever happens with their series of prescription medical kits. These kits that contain an assortment of life-saving medications and guidebooks to assist in the proper use of all medications. Additionally, the Wellness Company offers a variety of products from parasite cleanses to methylene blue to weight loss and to so much more that can help you stay healthy and live longer and a more satisfying life. Make America Healthy Again starts at home. Do your part. Protect the health of you and your family. Go to twc.health/voice today and order. twc.health/voice today and order. You can use promo code VOICE to save an additional 10%. Promo code VOICE at checkout. Save you additional 10%. Go right now. twc.health/voice. wellness.com/voice. Use promo code VOICE from our friends over at the Wellness Company. Well, I realize there are many choices when it comes to who you choose for your cell phone service. And there, of course, there's new ones popping up seemingly, well, every day, all the time. But here's the truth. There's only one company that boldly stands in the gap for every American that believes in freedom and that it's worth fighting for. And that, of course, is our friends at Patriot Mobile. For more than 12 years, Patriot Mobile has been on the front lines fighting for our God-given rights and freedoms, while also providing exceptional nationwide cell phone coverage with access to all 3 of the major networks. Don't just take my word for it. Ask the hundreds of thousands of Americans who've made the switch and are now supporting causes they believe in simply by joining Patriot Mobile. Switching is easier than ever. Activate in minutes from the comfort of your own home. You can keep your number, keep your phone, or you can upgrade. Patriot Mobile's all-U.S.-based customer support team is standing by right now to take care of you. Call 972-PATRIOT. 972-PATRIOT today. Call them right now. Or you can go to patriotmobile.com/RAV. patriotmobile.com/RAV. Use promo code RAV, R-A-V. Well, you're going to get a free month of service. Free month of service. That's patriotmobile.com/RAV. Or you can call 972-PATRIOT and make the switch today. 20 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. LFS6B is the promo code to use if you shop at MyPillow. Slickster, what's going on?
All right, Big D. Well, UFC legend Randy Couture airlifted to Burn Center after crash. This is Dylan Gwynn of Breitbart. UFC legend Randy Couture was airlifted to a Kansas City area hospital on Tuesday after suffering burns following a wreck on a racetrack. Couture, 62, was injured during a practice run on a racetrack as he prepares to make his debut on the National Hot Rod Association NHRA circuit later this year. A spokesperson has informed TMZ Sports that while Couture suffered first and second degree burns, he is expected to make a full recovery. It's a whole different animal, Couture said in a recent interview with Bubba the Love Sponge. Who that is. Sitting in the stands, it looks easy. They say, oh, he just goes fast.
You don't know who Bubba the Love Sponge is?
I don't know who the Bubba the Love Sponge is. No.
You don't?
No.
I really don't. Who is that? Inform me.
He's a huge
huge radio guy
down in Florida.
Yeah.
Out of Tampa, yeah.
I guess I didn't. All right. I got to check it. I got to look into old Bubba. I don't know. I didn't pick that up. I don't know. Maybe I spent too much time listening to 80s XM radio. Couture is one of the foundational figures in American mixed martial arts history. Originally a wrestling star in college, The Natural parlayed his success on the college match to success to the octagon. Couture was particularly known for his trilogy against Chuck Liddell and his victories over Tim Sylvia, Gabriel Gonzaga, Pedro Rizzo, and Mark Coleman. So Couture is a UFC Hall of Famer, Big D, which I know you know that. A 6-time UFC champion and a 1-time tournament winner. He's also a current color commentator for PFL. So we wish him a speedy recovery. And we'll have to follow him in the NHRA because we report on the NHRA here right at 6B. And Trump praised by Native American org for defending Redskins' name. This is Dylan Gwynn of Breitbart. President Trump's statement last week that he would have defied the left and refused to change the Washington Redskins' name, that would have been nice, has drawn praise from a group of Native Americans seeking to restore the team's longtime moniker. For those who may have missed it, speaking to reporters in New Jersey on Sunday, Trump made it clear he would never have changed the team's name. Well, you want me to make a controversial statement? I would, Trump said. I wouldn't have changed the name, but that's there. It just doesn't have the same ring to me. Trump's words rang loud and true for Frank Black Cloud, vice president of the Native American Guardians Association, NAGA, we've heard about them before, who told TMS Sports that this president's words validate what Indian country has been saying for years. Speaking of the team's former name, Redskins Black Cloud say the name was never a slur, but a symbol of strength, honor, and pride for American Indian people. Hey, you're hearing it right from this guy. President Trump is standing with history, with truth, and with American Indian voices that have been silenced for far too long. Black Cloud added, this is not about nostalgia, it's about justice. While Commanders owner Josh Harris has embraced the team's past in terms of uniform design, he has remained resistant to the idea of bringing back the name Redskins. The Commanders' name actually has taken on an amazing kind of element in our building. Well, they're finally winning, so that would take on any kind of an element when they're winning. Harris told Fox News' Brett Baer in April, so the people that certain types of players that are tough, that love football, are delegated commanders, and Jaden Daniels, for example, is a commander, and they're ranked. I'm quoting him, obviously. And the business staff has gotten into it. And obviously, we're in a military city here. There's more military personnel than anywhere else. So we were kind of moving forward with the commander's name. Excited about that and not looking back. So it doesn't sound like a Redskins renaming is going to be imminent, which is a shame because I do believe it. I still call them and obviously they play the Cowboys all the time. And I'm always referring to them as the Redskins. So, I know this is an old story and we've been talking for a while, but just wanted to get that out there. When the president speaks about sports, I always love to interject that into the show. And that's a wrap in sports. Big D, back to you.
All right, Slick, 24 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. I am seeing this video. Do you see these protesters that appear to fire a gun at federal officers during this ICE farm raid in California, I think today?
Wow.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I heard about it.
We do have some video, cut 14, of them trying to ram the tires of the U.S. military vehicles with Mexican flags. That's always helpful. Do you want to see that? I didn't hear of any gunfire, though.
Well, yeah, you can show that while I pull up this other clip. And Sean Davis, rightfully from the Federalist, says it's time for President Trump to designate everyone behind this as a foreign terrorist organization and start treating them like the terrorists that they are.
Yeah, here it is. The vehicles being approached and being blocked and hit by these so-called protesters. They're really terrorists, like you just said.
Yep.
They're not protesters. They're armed and they are terrorists.
Yes.
Disrupting.
I really wanted to see some of the military guys jump out and just start smacking heads.
And they want to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably just saying, let me out, coach.
Oh, yeah.
So that was happening as they were trying to.
Well, that one's tame compared to this one. So here's a little later on. Watch this guy in the circle.
This video right here,
Boom.
It appears a protester fired some kind of gun at federal agents. This happened this afternoon. It was a really chaotic scene at the time. A lot of smoke was being launched at the protesters. And again, it appears a protester fired back with that.
You hear the news? Mm-hmm. You hear that, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of smoke being fired at the protesters. Like, they're the good guys here.
Yeah, smoke as opposed to bullets.
All right, 26 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. More to do. We're back right after this.
It's all part of the big con.
Why are people saying we're not on Rumble? I see Rumble comments all night long. Oh.
We used to get one pie for ourselves.
Boy,
what the hell happened? Oh, we have more guys, and then we have usually 6 guys on. Kevin won't be here tomorrow night. Yeah, that upside down bacon.
I'm good with any.
That sausage crumble, I can tell you right away. That goes right away. People love that. Such a good pie. It's like our grandma's with sausage.
Now you don't. Yeah.
I'll eat the sausage. No, don't make it. No, we don't need 4 pies. Don't be a pig. Yeah, we'll have 3. We'll have 3. Really? Okay, then maybe he needs the tie. Is it tie goes? No, the crumble's the best. I think so.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You give me 2 crumble, 1 Thai sausage.
A side of nut. You don't get a side of nut.
Oh, God, we got to be on the show. I don't want to hear people with that kind of breath. Oh, Madonna mia.
Nobody's.
We're kissing people in the audience.
No, you're not kissing anybody.
I'm kissing everybody.
Yeah.
You know me.
He's like Richard Dawson over there.
I am like Richard Dawson.
Kissing everybody.
I walk out with a suit like Richard Dawson. I'm hugging everybody. I high five though. I shake everybody's hand when I come out. That's in the front row.
So do I.
Sometimes I climb into the. Yeah, you do too. Damon just beelines right up. Like
right. He don't care about people.
I know. He doesn't care. Yeah.
Run around.
Do the circuit.
Shake their hands.
We do the full circuit. We do the full circuit. We high five everybody.
Behind stage.
I'm looking to pick up some
All you got to do is walk
diseases.
around and say, hey, thanks for coming
good
out.
to see
We
you.
appreciate it.
Hey, Mike, Brock and Mike, what's going on, brother? Matt Miller. We got the whole crew there. We got a great audience.
Well, do the hula, though. That should be nice.
Yeah, 6 people and a pack of bud and a six-pack. Six-pack and potatoes.
Yeah, why
and
you got to knock it down? It's got to start somewhere.
You're right. I know. He's grilling and thrilling, Matt.
Too happy to hear you talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Matt watches on YouTube. I'm not sure. I think Matt watches.
Just hope he does.
Matt watches every night, but I don't know where he watches.
He decides not to talk to you.
No, I don't want. No, I love Matt. I don't want Matt upset. Matt, I love you. Keep the tailgate. I'll be out there with the tailgate. Put a sausage on the grill for me.
Invited.
I'm invited everywhere. What are you, crazy?
Yeah, you know how
Don't
how
get
important
mentally
he is?
There's
irregular.
nowhere I'm not invited, buddy. Come on.
Do you know how important he is, David?
No, I'm not telling you I'm important.
Oh, you say it every day.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
That's your demon, not mine.
Enough about you. Let's talk about me. What do you think about me?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I was wearing.
We think we like you last night the most.
All right, 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Thursday night. Real America's Voice all across the country. 103.9 LI News Radio all across Long Island. Glad you're in. Slick's going to do some more sports. Delgado will get some more headlines. Vinnie Mac will get some more headlines in as well. But please welcome right now to the show, here from our friends at Pure Health Research. Please welcome Dr. Tallberg to the show to talk about some of the the great supplements and some of the great work that Pure Health Research is doing. Dr. Tallberg, thanks for joining us. How are you?
Yeah, gentlemen, thank you. How you doing?
Very, very good. Very good. I know you work closely with Pure Health Research, and they make some wonderful health supplements. Tell us a little bit about the company.
They do. Anytime a physician's going to put our name behind something, you got to look into it. And with them, the great thing is I love their commitment to quality, using premium ingredients in all their nutritional formulas. The great thing, these things are proven effective, so you know that you're actually going to take something that actually works as advertised, which is always something that we want to do, right? Non-GMO, no artificial chemicals, fillers, preservatives. And the great thing is, and I think you four will agree with this, the supplements are made right here in America, so you know you're getting the top quality. So overall, 45 different premium supplements, coming out with 3 here additional pretty soon. And so can really support a wide range of your wellness goals. And so basically, if you've got the internet and a computer, you've got natural pharmacy right at your fingertips.
Yeah, you said 45 supplements, 3 new ones coming. So I guess 40 of those 48, are there 3 or 4 that you would say the biggest percentage of the population should take a look at and should focus on? Because given, let's say, that range of, let's say, 50 to 80, 90, that these are the ones that really they'll benefit from the most. And what would those be?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first one is honestly the one that I personally take. So it's the Liver Health Formula. That is the fan favorite. Over 2 million bottles have been sold. And so as you can guess, by that name implies it helps to support that thriving liver health. So it can help reduce fat deposits in the liver, can help ignite that metabolism. So really helping to trim that belly fat and just really flushing out some of those toxins to get you that boost of energy. So I love that one. Next, the lymph system support. And so anyone who is sitting there watching football, right? We struggle with that swelling and fluid retention in our extremities. So in the feet, the legs, the ankles, they're going to absolutely love this one. It just helps take some of that fluid off. And especially for us guys, it can help restore those more shapely legs that we want, right? Next, we've got the blood sugar formula. And as the name implies, it just really helps to support that healthy blood sugar. And so can help reduce that appetite, crush those sugar cravings, and helping you stay away from some of those tempting treats, again, during those football games or whatever else we got going on. And so just help maintaining that healthy blood sugar level. The great thing is so many different advantages, from dropping a few extra pounds, shrinking that belly fat again, and just boosting that energy. And of course, it just helps keep your vision, kidneys, heart, circulation, all really healthy too. But again, the great thing is 45, 3 more coming soon. Anyone's going to find something that they really need or want. But the great thing is, so since you're so gracious to have me on here for the next 48 hours, you can actually save 35% on your order with the coupon code 6B. So shop at purehealthresearch.com, and I think it'll be well worth your while.
There you go, purehealthresearch.com, 35% off with code 6B for the next 48 hours. You're also protected by their 365-day money-back guarantee, so you risk nothing by giving them a try. Again, 35% for the next 48 hours using promo code 6B right there, Pure Health Research, all one word.com. Check them out. Dr. Stulberg, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate a few moments.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
All right, there you go. PureHealthResearch.com. Check them out. Save 35% on your order. Use coupon code 6B. Delgado's got the headlines. What's going on, Rick?
All right. Well, giant arrest today, Damon. Violent MS-13 kingpin wanted for 5 murders and another gang member arrested by ICE in Omaha. So there, I hope the people in California realize all the good work that ICE is doing as the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement's Homeland Security Investigations Unit arrested an alleged MS-13 kingpin and his associate in Nebraska on Wednesday. The kingpin is on El Salvador's most wanted list, top 100 most wanted list, but his name has not yet been released by authorities. He's wanted for aggravated homicide of 5 victims, attempted aggravated homicide, deprivation of liberty, and of course, being part of a terrorist organization affiliation, according to the ICE press release. These illegal aliens just don't sneak into our country. They brought with them a legacy of crime, terror, and death, according to Mark Azito, ICE Homeland Security Investigation Special Agent in charge of Kansas City. They thought they could just hide in America's heartland, but they were sadly mistaken. Not on our watch. So another great pickup from the people at ICE doing some great work. And it's amazing, again, all we see in the media is the left demonizing ICE. Going after them. Meanwhile, they're the ones out there doing the work that needs to be done and, putting themselves and their lives in danger, to make sure that we're safe. It kind of sounds familiar. It almost sounds like the defund the police movement from a few years ago, right?
Yeah. And they're turning illegal aliens into just immigrants. Like people who were here, legally.
They were just here doing what they always do, and you somehow now they got picked up. That's not the way it works. It's not how this works.
And none of it's true.
No,
all the lies.
Of course not. And speaking of immigration and ICE, Tom Homan talked to some reporters today. Here he is talking about the protesters doing a standoff with ICE in California. Here's cut number 2. Check this out with Tom Homan. Cut 2.
Oh, about the standoff in California at the farm right now between ICE agents and anti-ICE protesters, the standoff happening on that farm.
Look, I've said this from day one. They can protest all they want, but if they cross the line, they're going to be arrested and they're going to be prosecuted. There's zero tolerance. They have the First Amendment rights. I had 1,000 protesters at my house. Whatever. You're not going to stop me. I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. But you can't cross that line. You have the right to protest. I support that. But when you cross a line on impeding us, you're going to be arrested. If you cross the line and putting hands on an ICE officer, zero tolerance, you're going to be arrested. So yell and scream all you want. You're not going to stop ICE from doing our job.
Yeah, and then of course, Damon, you just played that video of that protester. Let's call him a terrorist for taking a shot, waving a gun, and taking a shot at the ICE agents out there in California. Just insane, some of the stuff going on. Tom Homan wasn't done, though. He took some shots talking about the radical judges trying to stop what they're doing and the Trump administration. Here is cut number 3, Tom Homan talking about that. Cut 3.
It's another example of a radical judge not paying attention to the Supreme Court ruling. The Supreme Court already answered this question. Now he says he has a class. These radical judges aren't going to stop. They want to stop the Trump agenda. And what they need to understand, the American people voted for this agenda. Right? So, the men and women of ICE are arresting public safety threats and national security threats every day across this country. Every illegal alien public safety threat they arrest makes this country safer. That should be a nonpartisan issue. And we're going to keep doing it. Despite the hate, the rhetoric, the threats, we're not going anywhere. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. And with the new beautiful bill, we're going to do more.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem. Tom is right that people voted for this. The problem, Tom, is the judges did not vote for this.
Yeah.
And this is where they're coming at it from. They're coming at it from their personal ideology, not from what people voted for, and certainly not the law, because the distortion of the law is insanity. They're making things up, coming up with these classes of citizens now. But the problem is that they didn't vote for it in their own personal lives, and they put on the black robe, and then they think, I don't personally like this, so I'm just going to stop it for everybody.
Right. Yeah.
And be a hero to the left.
In terms of this arrest in Omaha, the arrest was considered a targeted enforcement action, with authorities saying the two were a serious threat in the area. They were both living illegally in the U.S., and the investigation being done by ICE and the Bureau of ATF and Explosives were in charge of making sure they took them down and made the arrest. Here is Tom Homan, though, talking about something you brought up the other day, Damon, people whispering about, oh, there's talk of amnesty and stuff like that. Here's what he had to say about it. Cut number 4. Here's Tom Homan talking about the farm owners and amnesty. Cut 4.
All the farm workers, just one more. Do you understand what President Trump means when he says the farm owners will have responsibility for the migrants who, I guess, get to stay even though they don't have status?
I can tell you that there's a lot of people talking in here. Department of Labor, Department of Agriculture, Department of Homeland Security, talking about options. Nothing's been settled, and I'm not going to get ahead of the president. Whatever the president decides, it's his decision, but we're nowhere near that. I can tell you one thing, though. One thing I'm reading in the media that's not true, there will be no amnesty.
Yeah,
there you go.
Well, there you have it. No
Shut
amnesty.
that down, right?
Shut that down pretty.
Yeah.
I think that's
pretty hard,
firm.
which is good to hear. Pretty firm. Yep. Good word there, Slick. And one more thing on the illegal immigration story, Damon. I don't know if you caught this. California mayor decides he's going to go on video and post a video urging residents to stay indoors to avoid immigration operations. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. The mayor of Perris, California, posted a video on social media urging his residents to stay inside, not because of bad weather, but because of bad people coming to scoop you up and get you out of the country you don't belong in. The stay-at-home message basically was delivered on their website. Here he is, Vargas. Mayor Vargas is his name, Michael Vargas, responding and putting this video out again, telling residents, not citizens. He never refers to citizens. Only the people that are living in the area. He doesn't care about the citizens. He just cares about residents. Cut 10. Check this out.
The city of Perris has received reports of ongoing ICE operations within the area. We urge all residents to remain calm, stay indoors when possible, and know your rights. Do not go out unless necessary. Stay at home and do not open the door to strangers. This message is for awareness and safety. The city is committed to protecting the dignity and well-being of all our residents. Please stay safe and continue to monitor official city communications.
Yeah.
This, don't you just want to yell at the TV? Yeah. This guy. First off, let's rephrase what he said. If you're a U.S. citizen, you have nothing to worry about. Go about your day. Enjoy it. Go play in the yard. Go play outside. Go to Home Depot. Go wherever you want to go. If you're here illegally, you might get arrested.
Right. So hide. So hide to avoid deportation. In a statement responding to the mayor's message, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security said people who are not in the country illegally, there you go, Vin.
Thank you.
And are not breaking other laws have nothing to worry about. Duh. And elected officials choosing to fearmonger by distorting reality are doing a great disservice to our country and are responsible for the nearly 700% increase in assault on ICE officers.
What I hear when I listen to that is him saying, all of you here illegally, I believe you're more virtuous than the actual people who are here as citizens, so let me speak to you to protect you. Because that's what the left does, and that's what they believe. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying you're more important to me. You're more virtuous than the citizens. So let me speak to you directly and make sure that you're going to be okay.
Right. He doesn't say the word citizens at all. He only says residents.
Yeah.
It's always in the language. You got to pay attention to what they say. Damon, that's what I got for now. Back to you.
All right, Vinnie Mac and Slickster will wrap it up for a Thursday right after this.
Bucky nuts.
I think they're just trying to scare the Hispanic and Latin population. That's all they're trying to do. Trump did really well with them. They're just trying to scare them. Like, hey, you're not safe. It's typical, underhanded, lying, manipulative Democratic politics.
Big D, thank you very much in the super chat. You gifted 10 memberships. Everybody was very thankful for that.
Yeah.
So appreciate that. That was very generous. Very nice.
Oh, speaking of, let's see, what time is it? 21:44. If you're not signed up for 6B Front Row, go to 6B, livefromstudio6b.com right now. I'm going to give points away. Everybody who signed up, I'll do it in, what time is it? I'll do it in 6 minutes.
Good choice. Good choice.
6 minutes to go. Sign up. 6B Front Row. It's absolutely free. All you got to do is sign up to be a member. I'll give points. Go there right now.
Yeah.
Set it up. And in 6 minutes, I'll hit go.
Matt Miller chimed in. He just texted me. He says, I'll miss the live show tomorrow night. Thanks for the mention. He was actually listening to us on YouTube, Matt Miller. He says he's in Nashville, Big D. Yeah. Matt Miller's down in Nashville.
Oh, really?
What's he doing there?
He said, tell Aaron, link me in. I'm at 9:30. He'll be in on 9:30. No, Matt, he's probably down there partying up, having a good time, having a vacation.
We get a lot of regulars there, right? Fridays.
Call him on Zoom, Aaron. Yep, he's Matt's good people. There's a lot of great stuff for his community. He is a firefighter, takes care of the ambulance. He's good. He's the kind of people we need in this world. More people like Matt Miller. Good friend, good fan of the show. Have fun,
Did you
Matt.
see this story, Dan?
I don't know.
Waiting for it to load up.
They'll tell you what the story is.
Hang on. David Copperfield, please.
How do I know?
I have, but now I'm having trouble with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, every once in a while it gets a little wonky in here.
It says Jeffrey Epstein sent ominous final hanging message hours before he was found dead. That's what it says.
He said he's hanging in there.
I think that story's hanging around too long.
Well, that's what he said. He said he's hanging in there.
Yeah, he's hanging in there.
He did. So
he's fly-by. Yep, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
I heard he's a fly-by-night guy.
Nope. He was afraid. He was actually afraid of suicide.
Was he?
Yes.
He was at the end of his rope, though, I think.
Okay, am I missing something here?
And did you see this one? Bill O'Reilly.
Why are you doing a read?
Former Fox host said he had a conversation with President Trump earlier this year about the Epstein files, which the president said could destroy innocent people.
Yeah.
So you're going to do that forever in that browser, Damon.
Is that what the problem is?
Yeah, probably on a Mac, yes.
Give us that story, Rick.
All right, 13 to the hour live from Studio 6B. On a Thursday night, Real America's Voice and across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio. If you're not signed up for our loyalty program, go to livefromstudio6b.com right now. I'm giving points away in 6 minutes.
Wow.
So you have 6 minutes to go to livefromstudio6b.com and sign up. It's absolutely free for 6B Front Row. It's the loyalty program. Gives you free dollars to use for free merch on the site. I'm going to give points away in 6 minutes. Right after Vin is done with news and Slick is done with sports. Sports, I'll start with you, Slickster. Give us what's left. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. What's going on?
All right, well, I already told you, Anisimova and Swiatek getting it on 11 o'clock on Saturday. Going to want to catch that in Wimbledon. Let's get to the Major League Baseball scores. Well, Yankees continue to trail there, Rick. Trailing the Mariners 5-3 in the Bronx. Middle of the ninth, Yankees coming to bat. They're going to need 2 runs if they want to move this game forward or pull out a win. Cardinals 8-0 over the Nationals, bottom of the 7th. Bottom third, Athletics blanking the Braves. 3-zip there. Rangers 1-0 over the Angels, top of the first. Mid-first, no score. Diamondbacks and Padres in San Diego. Earlier tonight, the Orioles down the Mets 3-1. Cubs 8-1 over the Twins. Again, Orioles beat the Mets, so they swept the doubleheader. Game 2 was a makeup game from July 9th. Cincinnati blanked the Marlins 6-0. And Red Sox 4-3 over the Rays. Those are for the folks that might have missed it earlier when I gave those finals in earlier segments. Get to a couple of quick stories. Well, I want to get to the rodeo. We got to give you an update on the Calgary Stampede. Big D, Calgary, Alberta. This rodeo is going right through the 13th. Bareback riding. All these rounds are Pool C. Pool C, first round. This is a big rodeo. Western Timberman, 88.5 points on Wayne Vold Rodeos. Coconut Valley picked up $7K right there. Steer Wrestling. We have a tie. Chance Howard and Bridgard Answer. What are the chances there? 4.2 seconds, 62.50 there. Saddle Bronc. We have third round as well. We we got Dawson Hay, 91.5 points on Wayne Vold Rodeo's Enigma. Tie down roping. Marty Yates coming in at 7.1 seconds. That'd be the great Marty Yates. We know him. Barrel Racing. We got Haley Kinsel. She's another great one. 17.16 tenths. Good time there. Bull Riding. Here we go. The big granddaddy of them all. Dakota Buttar. Oh, main relations to Dave Buddha. 85.5 points on Maxa Oles Tubbs. Big River, 77.50. Total payout on the rodeo, $1,850,000 there. So good payout there, Big D.
I'll take it.
And, well, just one quick story, if I may. Let me get to that story. Najee Harris was in a fireworks accident over the weekend. That would be Chargers running back, superstar there. He was in an accident on 4th of July. Los Angeles running back Najee Harris was injured during a 4th of July fireworks accident, according to Rick Hurd, Nate Gartrell, and Darren Saavedra of the Mercury News. The running back's agent, Doug Hendrickson, released a statement assuring that his client only suffered superficial injuries and will be good to go for the 2025 season. So LA Chargers breathing a sigh of relief down and out in Inglewood. So good stuff there. Good to hear that he's okay. But boy, Najee Harris, he's a great running back there with the Chargers. And that's Rapping Sports. Big D, back to you.
All right, Slick, very good. Again, head over to livefromstudio6b.com right now. Sign up for 6B Front Row. It's absolutely free. It's our loyalty program. I'm going to give points away here to everybody who signed up here in about 4 minutes. Vin, what else is on your mind?
Excellent. A couple of quick things. Inflation dropped even lower. The economy is about to explode. You know, a lot of things I was talking about earlier about the big, beautiful bill and how we're going to pay down our debt and why we are a rich country, even though we have this mammoth debt, is because of what's happening right now. The economy, number one, is on fire right now, despite all the tariff panic. Inflation's at the lowest. Interest rates have to come down quickly. But I'm looking at, by January, probably the most aggressive growth period of our economy ever happening in next year. So I think we should all just hold our hats high because a lot of good things are coming, and I expect the debt to be paid down and so on through the economy. A couple of the quick things that I picked off today. I don't know if you realize this, but churches couldn't really talk politics to their parishioners in the past. And the IRS just changed a ruling that they can keep their tax-exempt status and talk politics. And most people, have relationships with their pastors and their advisors in their life. And sure, they should have an opinion on politics. I mean, why not? They're a big part of a lot of our social circles and so on. You don't have to do exactly what they say, but they should be allowed to say it. So now they are. The IRS changed that. I think Trump had something to do with that, bringing faith into all aspects of our lives and allowing, those people to express themselves without worrying about tax-exempt status by the IRS, which the left was clamping down on big time, trying to shut up faith in this country. So that's a great indication of some things that Trump's doing behind the scenes.
Every place I've gone, they've been not following that rule for about 10 years. I keep hearing about more open borders, let everybody in. This is what God would want. I've been hearing this sermon for forever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they also, many others, particularly on the more conservative side, have been shut down.
Look at what Trump had to go through sitting in that church with the LGBT.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Right in front of him?
Yeah, brutal.
707 of you have signed up here in the last 6 minutes, so I'm going to wait another 3 minutes before I give points away.
Okay.
So
nice.
Speaking of religion,
Front Row, live from studio6b.com. Go ahead, Vin. Sorry.
Yep, no problem. Speaking of religion, I don't know if any of you have been following this, but this Zoran Mamdini, the guy running for mayor and all that kind of stuff. Well, our good friend Jerry Nadler is behind him, and is a whole movement of surrogates, Jews for Zoran. And it defies logic how this is possible in this country. And I say to those out there who are Jewish, what the hell are you thinking? How are you allowing someone like this? This is a vile Jewish-hating person.
Islamist.
Coming from a Jewish-hating ideology and so on. And Jerry Nadler, well, I don't have any respect for Jerry Nadler. I think he's a complete moron. I think we all do. Yeah, we all know what a waste of time he is.
He's a waste, all right.
But he is a Jewish leader. And putting his support behind this guy. Last point on the economy again.
He's a self-hater, just like Schumer and Sanders and all the rest of them in the party.
They'll say whatever they have to say for power and electability and everything else, and throw their faith under the bus, which is basically what they're doing. Last point, I think this is really interesting. I hope this takes off. Maybe it'll take off in other states. Ron DeSantis has been talking about this. It's gaining a lot of steam, and there's actually going to be some movement on it in eliminating property taxes in Florida. And the idea is, I think, amazing to me, because for a governor to say, we don't need the property tax income to function as a state, and they had a huge surplus, I think that's fascinating in itself. Because anyone who owns a home, you don't really own a home. If you don't pay your property taxes, you don't own the home. You foreclose on you, even if you have no mortgage on it. So you don't really own your house. You're beholden to the property taxes of being compliant with that. And if the states don't really need that money, like a state like Florida that's run really great, why not eliminate it? I love the idea, and I think it could set off a bit of a precedent in other states like Texas, particularly red states. So that's what I got, Dave.
All right, very good.
You got to get to this story, right?
Vinnie Mac, just awarded everybody points who's signed up for 6B Front Row, so those are in your account now. Delgado, anything left on your headlines?
Yeah, if you were looking at the jobs report, new jobs report reveals the American-born workers are the ones gaining. This is cut number 1. Check this out.
President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration seems to be showing up in the jobs data. It's a point that the White House is making. Here's what they said about the latest jobs report. It shows that American-born workers have accounted for all of the job gains since President Trump took office, and wages continue to rise. So here are the numbers that they're talking about. Foreign-born employment has fallen by 543,000 since January, when President Trump took office. Native-born or U.S.-born jobs have increased by more than 2 million since the month Trump started his second term.
Yeah, so there you have it. Some more great news. And again, it has to do with the immigration policy.
Yeah.
All right, as always, we salute our military, active, inactive, police, firefighters, first responders, EMTs, all emergency personnel, all our truckers, all our farmers, everybody that keeps the country moving forward. Thanks, guys, on the show. Aaron, Fran, great job as always. Most of all, thank you, live from Studio 6B audience. We'll see you tomorrow night live at the America First Warehouse, 8 p.m. Real America's Voice, 103.9 LI News Radio. We'll see you all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. right here, live from Studio 6B.